Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
And we are getting drenched by those monsoon rains here at home as well.
Yes, we are in various parts of the state, Alana.
Yeah, I feel like Tucson was like, hey, Salt Lake, hi, Barbie. And Salt Lake was like, hi, Ken. Like, yeah, we're living it, right? Are we not living that right now?
Living it.
Live look outside from the ABC4 studios. It is pouring. We've caught lightning on this camera throughout the evening. It's 64 degrees. That says monsoon season in Utah, especially when you look at the calendar and it's August. Heavy rain out there. Storm tracker radar showing you exactly where we're seeing that moisture. It's along the Wasatch Front, the Wasatch Plateau, into Castle Country and south central and southeastern Utah. That's where we have most of our development. As we zoom into the metro area, we are seeing impacts with flooded roads and overwhelmed drains. Layton now getting that heavy rain. That's going to keep on pushing north, head through and towards Ogden. Salt Lake still dealing with moderate to heavy rain. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Wyoming and over I-80 towards Evanston, and the severe thunderstorm warning over the lake that moved through Salt Lake County and caused problems on the western end of the valley. That's what you see blinking there, all those warnings that we broke down at the top of the newscast. Flash flood warnings in the south in and around Lake Powell, so it doesn't have to be raining for you to see the flash flood. In this case, it is in the north with flash flood warnings in effect. That marginal risk extended into the West Desert and along the Wasatch Front with severe storms, and that came to fruition. Those storms on the move, as we put them into motion on the satellite radar, you're able to see them pushing from south to north. True monsoon flow right there, heading by 4:30 into Salt Lake, Bountiful, all the way up to Farmington, and then still pushing further north, now targeting Ogden, and we're getting it over the mountains towards the Wasatch back. This is what it looked like in Bountiful. Really windy conditions and just pouring rain as the shelf cloud moved north and those severe storms blew into Davis County, where we still have warnings. Flood watch was issued for the entire state, it almost looks like. Not the West Desert, but the Wasatch Front, Cache Valley, eastern Utah, Castle Country, and then the southern and central portions of the state, because these storms coming through really capitalizing on our moisture potential, which means that we're getting this heavy rain. Temperatures have dropped 60s in Salt Lake and Provo. This is a cool down to say the least. 86 in Vernal. It's been a while. I'm going to look up the last time we hit 64. 70s and 60s along the I-15 corridor. It's 80 degrees in St. George, and the monsoon flexing its muscle. We're on the western side of this area of high pressure, which is promoting that southerly flow, subtropical moisture getting pulled into the Beehive state. So that's why we're seeing what we're seeing. Futurecast shows that we're not finished. Utah County stays active as we head into tonight. So we see over towards Duchesne County, where they had warnings popping up. Mightn't had a lot of rain. Nephi, over towards Price, Huntington, Castle Country. We can see those storms on the move as we get later into tonight by 9 p.m. Still dealing with activity in the West Desert, and it's going to change direction a little bit and head a little more westerly. Drier overnight with isolated storms, but we're not totally finished. We could wake up tomorrow morning with some wet weather in Salt Lake County. You see it there. So for the morning hours, not ruling out those showers. And we're going to see isolated to scattered storms for our Thursday. Now the extreme south dries out tomorrow, and as we turn off the moisture in St. George, we bring the heat back, so be ready for that. And then eventually in northern Utah, things will quiet down. Moisture tracker shows all the moisture potential and how that area of high pressure moves, and it really dictates kind of what's happening as we get through Saturday and Sunday. It's in control, and so we get drier conditions. Maybe a weak disturbance could sneak through, but we're expecting sunnier skies and temperatures to be rebounding closer to where we should be. Storms for tomorrow with 70s and 80s on deck, 82 in Price, 84 in Cedar. Triple digits coming back to Washington County. As we talk about St. George, we should show you the next 7 days where the triple digits have returned. Slight chance tomorrow, but we're really dwindling with that moisture. 102's average in St. George, so we're going to be right around that or slightly above it. Here's the Wasatch Front, where we've got thunderstorms and just the slightest chance of them holding on for our Friday, but then you can see how those temperatures warm. Weak little disturbance over the weekend brings some cloud cover, but we stay dry. Temperatures dropping back into the 80s. We're below average for the next 7 here, and that's really pleasant. Can you believe it's 64 degrees outside?
Love it.
I gotta go. Like, I can't hang out with you. Like, I feel like it's gorgeous out there.
Because it certainly doesn't feel like that here in the studio.
No, it's a little sticky,
goodness,
right?
yes.
That humidity comes.
It looks like you're going to the Barbie movie, no?
Hi, Ken.
The Barbie jump already.
She good. Her feet are all.
Always, always.